All right, today we're going to be traveling to Egypt. We're going to be creating King Tut. The materials we will need are some oil pastels, some scissors, some white construction paper, and some construction paper for the background. Any color would work. Some watercolor paint, and a paintbrush. All right, let's get started. Okay, to start our King Tut, we need to take our white construction paper and fold it in half vertically. We're going to be drawing the right side of his face on the right side of our paper. So our folded side is here, our open side is here. So we're going to be drawing the right side of King Tut's face. We're going to take our black oil pastel and we're going to start by drawing his headpiece. So let's go up to the top, a little bit further down, and we're going to go ahead and do the side of his headpiece. And we're going to stop right about there. Then we're going to bring this line in and down. And then we need to draw the top part of his headpiece right up here. And then we need to draw the side of his face. So let's start right up here. We're going to draw a straight line. And then this line's going to come down. This is his jawbone area. And then all the way to his chin. Okay. King Tut needs an ear, so let's go ahead and draw an ear. And then let's finish up his headpiece. So let's go right here and bring it down. And try to connect those 2 points. Okay, so now we need to draw his eyebrow. Again, this is the right side of his face, so let's draw his right eyebrow. If you want to leave it like that, you can. If you want to make it a little thicker, then just thicken it up a little bit. Make sure that you are drawing pretty hard because we're going to be transferring these lines over to the other side. So the harder you press down, the more oil pastel you're getting onto your paper and the better it will transfer over. All right. Next we need to do his eye. So his right eye, we're going to do the top part. We're going to do an almond eye. So this is the top of his eye and the bottom of his eye. And then the inside, which you can fill in with black. Okay, now you can do the lips or you can wait until we transfer it over. Then we'll do the nose. And if you want to do the nose and the mouth now, you can. It might be a little tricky. I'm going to go ahead and try to do the mouth. Let's see how that turns out. So again, this is only the right side of his face. So here is the top part of his lip, the bottom part of his lip, and in between. Okay, so one more thing, we need to draw his headband right there. Okay, so now we're going to go and open it up. Now we're going to fold our paper the other way. So our face is inside. Okay, and you're going to use your fingers and push down pretty hard. And it's like we're stamping the other side. Okay, once you feel like it's transferred over pretty well, you can open up your paper. Alright, now we're going to take our oil pastel and we're going to trace over all of the transfer lines. Alright, now we need to draw his little nose. So if you have a certain way of drawing a nose that you like to do, go for it. But I'm going to just leave mine just a simple little curved line nose. Okay, now we need to add some details to his headpiece. So let's go ahead and start at this corner and this corner. We're going to bring a line up and up. And then let's fill this in with some lines. All right, so we can put our oil pastel away and we can go ahead and cut out our King Tut. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add any details we want to do in oil pastel. So go ahead and grab a color. This part you can do with crayons. You could even do this with markers. If you wanted to do this whole thing in crayons and markers, you can totally do that too. Crayons won't transfer over, just oil pastels. But if you want to go ahead and draw the whole face instead of the transferring, you could do that. Alright, so we're just adding some details with oil pastel wherever you don't want paint to be. Alright, next we're going to do some painting. So we're going to get our paintbrush ready and our paint, and let's go ahead and paint our lips. So I'm just taking a little bit of red and some water. Okay, now let's do his headpiece. So you want to pick two colors that you really like, and we're going to do our first color. Let's start at the bottom. So I think I'm going to start with orange. So with that color, you're going to go every other one and paint that in. Now, I'm not using watercolor paper. I'm using white construction paper. So I'm trying not to use a ton of water because I don't want it to rip my paper. So I'm trying to use more paint than water. Okay, when you're doing this, try to think of your second color. I picked orange because when it dries, it kind of looks goldish. Alrighty, next color. I think I'm gonna go with green. Okay, and then again, every other one. Alright, let's clean our brush really good. We're going to move on to his face. So his face, if you're using crayons, you can do a skin color of your choosing. With crayons, I'm using paint, so I'm going to go in with some brown. Okay, so once you're done painting your King Tut, you can go ahead and glue it onto a piece of construction paper if you want. Once it dries, you could even turn it into a mask and put it on the back side. You could put a popsicle stick or any kind of wooden stick, or even a straw. That would work too, to create a mask. Or you can just simply glue it onto a piece of construction paper. And there you go, all done.